Some very tense moments today in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, near the airport. UN soldiers were forced to open fire with rubber bullets and tear gas to keep an increasingly desperate crowd from overrunning an aid station. This as Haitian police put a curfew in place for the first time since the earthquake struck.
And former President Bill Clinton touched down in the disaster zone along with his daughter Chelsea just a short time ago to deliver more emergency aid and to help get Haiti on the road to recovery. And also today, 2,000 more U.S. Marines arrived, and a U.S. C-17 is set to conduct its first airdrop into a remote part of the country.
And we're still seeing some unbelievable stories of survival. Coming up, we will talk to one American who is still holding out hope that her father will be found alive. And Tamron, a lot going on today, but we're going to begin with the newest U.S. military effort to bring supplies into Haiti. With the airport jammed and roads into Port-au-Prince overwhelmed, military officials have decided to go ahead and use airdrops to deposit water, food, and medicine across Port-au-Prince. There were fears a few days ago that such drops might cause riots and could hurt people on the ground who get too close, but the situation is desperate, and now there are U.S. soldiers on the ground who can provide security at some of the drop sites. U.S. forces say that keeping everybody calm at the humanitarian distribution points is the top priority.
To make sure that the people that we give supplies to are not mobbed and hurt as they exit the facility. One thing we're worried about is there's the haves and the have-nots. As soon as we give something to somebody, there's the haves and the have-nots.
We need something to drink. I'm speaking to you. I am hungry. I need food. I need something. I need some water to drink, so I cannot stay anymore.
President Rene Preval and some of his cabinet members and ministers have been meeting today in makeshift headquarters to discuss the evolving situation. Sitting on folding chairs at a building near the airport, the leaders try to hash out the future of the island nation. And meantime, urban search and rescue teams are getting a lot of emotional support from Haitians across Port-au-Prince. A crowd, as well as the rescuers, chanted and cheered as the rescuers pulled a 15-year-old girl alive from the rubble late yesterday. According to the United Nations, 1,700 rescue workers are now working in Port-au-Prince, and officials say that more than 70 people have been rescued from the rubble alive.
And David, one of the stories we've been following from the beginning, the search for a group of students and faculty from Lynn University out of Boca Raton, Florida. They were inside the Hotel Montana in Port-au-Prince when the quake hit. 6 students were rescued, and now a team hired by the university is searching through the rubble for 4 students and 2 faculty members still unaccounted for at this hour. Professor Patrick Hartwick led the group of students to Haiti. He and another faculty member, along with those 4 students, are still missing. And Hartwick's daughter, Allie, joins us from West Palm Beach, Florida. Allie, let me start off by saying our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, as well as that entire university system. What is the latest that you've heard from the team on the ground sent by the university to look for your father?
The team at the university I'm sorry, I'm hearing myself, it threw me off. The ground team that's there has been giving reports the best that they can. We hear news of people being pulled out. We can't get immediate names or anything like that simply because of a communication delay. But I know that they're working very hard. They're using a lot of equipment to try and get people out, and they're really doing the absolute best that they can. Although we have no direct updates about our immediate family members, my father, Dr. Bruno, and the 4 students, we're getting updates that they're still working, which is great, which we appreciate.
Absolutely. I actually spoke with a man who was pulled out of that hotel after being in there for 53 hours. Is it that type of story that's keeping you and your family and friends inspired and hopeful at this hour?
Honestly, my family, my friends are going to be hopeful no matter what. We could be hearing the worst and we would still be hopeful simply because that's how we are, and we truly, truly believe that we are going to find people. And if we don't find my father, we are finding so many people in this hotel, and just anything that comes out of there is so fantastic and really positive. And yes, every story that we hear inspires hope and reaffirms all of the faith that we have, that we're going to find people, that hope at the Hotel Montana as a whole is not lost, and it's a very, very important effort.
Allie, I wonder if you can talk about what it's meant to you and your family, the support that you've gotten from Lynn University and the entire community there.
The Lynn community is amazing. They are fantastic people who are putting themselves and everything on the line in order to help us, and they have put forth every effort possible, have been so supportive of my family, and made sure that we knew every detail, made sure that we felt included in all of their operations. Obviously, this is an ongoing operation. They can't share every single detail that they'd like to for obvious reasons, but they've made sure that we are comfortable, that we know we have support, that they are doing everything that they can. And as a whole, I couldn't have asked for better people to be working on finding my dad, Dr. Bruno, and the students.
Well, Allie, you've shown incredible strength throughout this, and again, we certainly appreciate you joining us today. And again, our thoughts and prayers are with you, your family, and the Lynn University students, and we greatly appreciate it. And David, as we mentioned, there have been some incredible stories out of that hotel, Montana. A man who's back in Colorado with his family, rescued after some 50 hours of being trapped. Sadly, he lost 2 of his colleagues while there, but he was in the lobby. He says that let's go to President Obama. He's speaking now at the Red Cross. Let's listen in.
I was just told that just by Twitter, we've seen $21 million raised already, which just shows how generous the American people are in times of need. And so we are very grateful for those contributions. It's also a testimony, though, to the confidence people have in the Red Cross in the ability of using that money wisely. So congratulations to all of you, both staff and volunteers, for the great work. I should also mention, by the way, a USAID search and rescue team today unearthed 10 people who are alive out of the rubble. That's the single biggest rescue post-earthquake that in one day that people have ever seen. And I think the team in part was from Fairfax, Virginia, so we're very proud of that. So, all right, keep up the great work, guys. Thank you.
President Obama at a Red Cross headquarters in the Washington, D.C. area, praising the incredible efforts on the ground, the rescue teams on the ground right now in Haiti, as well as mentioning the massive amount of money that's come in from all around the world, and here, of course, in the United States, from people who've been watching this coverage and have wanted to help, especially through text messaging, the use of new technology and getting donations in to get that needed aid on the ground. So, David, new comments just coming into us from the president regarding the relief effort happening.
Yeah, this was an unannounced trip that the president made to the Red Cross, certainly to try to keep people inspired and encouraged, and also, again, to keep the focus on the effort that everybody can make by helping the Red Cross.